So one more time just to kind of walk you through those steps a little bit faster. You're going to start by taking one of the edges. It's good if it goes all the way around. Control C, Control V, and then paste it. Since this is half of the car, this side I don't need this edge on. I only really need it on the side that has the other window, just to make sure it doesn't pull all the way down. Then, once I've done that, I need to right click on the curve and go to Explode Curve. I'll need to do that on both sides in this model since they're both continuous curves. Explode Curve. Now I can grab a couple pieces if I hold down Control, say 3 of those, and then use the Scale tool to kind of make that look a little bit more like a windshield. After you do the Scale tool, you may want to grab the sides as well, and possibly even just use the Move tool on individual lines, and you can kind of adjust it even more. Grab this next one, and you can kind of make adjustments to make it look more like a windshield. So if your car already has multiple lines on the edge, you don't need to copy and paste one of the lines. So this one is already in pieces on both sides. So for this car, we're ready to just go ahead and hold down Control, grab a couple of pieces of the curve. So we want the windshield to go up to there, and again use the Scale tool, and you can very quickly make a nice looking windshield that will get us a lot more points. So that now looks more like an actual window on a car. You could go around and do that on the back as well. You can see these students were actually trying to do a window like I showed earlier with this rectangle tool, and it just doesn't work on a curve. So instead, we leave that bottom one there. Let's grab a few sections, scale, and just kind of play around with it a little bit until you get it looking the way that you like. I like to try to have a pretty harsh edge to make sure that it's kind of obvious when the car prints that that was supposed to be an angle, so you can tell real easily with the printer that that was supposed to be part of the window. Again, be very careful as you're scaling not to mess with this flat side, because that has to be flat for the two halves of the car to go together. So if you happen to grab a corner, you can see it's very easy to very quickly mess up your car really badly. So try not to do that. There's always Control Z, but if you get too far into it and you don't realize that you've messed up one side of your car, it will be difficult to bring that back later. Alright, so let's get some details on those cars so we can score even more points.